Do you want to know how AC is converted into DC current? The behind element is our PN junction diode. How PN junction diodes are made? When P-type semiconductor is joined with N-type semiconductor, then we will get PN junction diode. When we take P-type semiconductor, it has holes as majority charge carriers, and when we take N-type semiconductor, electrons has majority charge carriers. When they are joined, PN junction is formed. This is simple definition. So what happens when we join P-type and N-type semiconductors? So when we join P-type N-type semiconductors, electrons from N side move towards to P side, and from P side holes will move to N side and they will combine with opposite charges. This create a region with no free carriers called depletion region. So whenever this depletion region is formed, next comes, after this diffusion, fixed positive and negative ions remain near the junction. These ions create electric field across the depletion region. This built-in potential barrier stops further movement of the carriers. So we will take P and N type material, we will join. Once we join, the majority charge carriers will move into opposite direction, opposite side, and at the interface they will combine with opposite charges and there forms a neutral region. And once this neutral region forms, this is what we call depletion region. This depletion region gives rise to electric field, and that electric field what we call potential barrier. So once this potential barrier comes into picture, the diffusion will get stopped. Then the depletion region at the junction act as an insulator initially, allows a current to flow only in one direction, that is forward biasing. We will see what is biasing later. This property makes it a basic diode used in electronics. The process is very simple. Take P and N, join, region will form at the center. That region is the depletion region, and the voltage will be developed there, that is a potential barrier. This is the idea. So basically these diodes are active components. Active components means in order to work with them we have to apply the voltage or current. So application of the DC or DC voltage between two terminals is known as biasing. So basically biasing is three types as shown in this figure: forward bias, reverse bias, and no bias or zero bias. Forward bias is when P terminal is connected to positive side of the battery and N terminal is connected to negative side of the battery. That is what we call forward bias. In reverse bias, that battery connection we will reverse it. In zero bias, we will give the connections but no external voltage we apply. Right. So what happens in forward bias? When we connect the PN junction diode in forward bias, the majority charge carriers in P, those are holes, try to move towards N, and the majority charge carriers in N, electrons, try to move towards P. This leads to the decrease of the depletion region width. So the width of the depletion region reduces. What happens once this region reduces? With a small application of the voltage, we will get higher current. Basically in forward bias, we will get current in milliamps. The same way, when we come to the reverse bias, where P type of the diode is connected to negative and N type of the diode is connected to positive. Here what happens? Due to reverse connection, majority charge carriers in P, that is holes, moves away from the region as shown in the diagram, and in N side electrons also moves in opposite direction. So this gives rise to increase in the depletion region width. So whenever depletion region width increases, the passage of the charge carriers in the circuit will get very less. That's why in reverse bias we get current in microamps even though we will apply higher voltages in this reverse bias mode. Right, if we draw the graph between forward bias, if we draw the graph between voltage and current for forward and reverse, we will get this type of the graph. These are the non-linear curves. On x-axis we will take a independent parameter which is voltage, and on y-axis we will take the dependent parameter current. So initially as we increase voltage in forward bias, initially the current will be 0 and it will slowly increases. But when come to reverse biasing, in the reverse biasing, current will slowly, as the voltage increases, current will increase slowly, and at a particular point, especially at a reverse breakdown voltage, the current will be maximum, right? So where we will use this PN junction diodes? PN junction diodes are used in rectifiers to convert AC to DC power supply, especially our mobile charger type. Then switches used in digital logical circuit, AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. In these logical circuits we will use. Then clipping, clamping, shape or shift voltage signals. So we will use clipping, clamping circuits, this PN junction diodes as a voltage regulator, especially JNTU diode. So JNTU diode is used in voltage regulator. JNTU diode is uh, heavily doped PN junction diode which is operated in reverse bias mode. Then light emission and detection. LEDs are used to light emission purpose, and photodiodes used to light detection purpose. And then solar cells. Solar cells are also a PN junction diodes which convert sunlight into electrical energy. These solar cells also generate DC current only. Thank you.